You have a special gift within you, something God gave you that marks your life in a unique way. This gift is the reason why things have happened in your life that you sometimes don't understand, and that occasionally make you feel sad or lost. But today, I will reveal the purpose of that gift and how it has influenced your path. Because of this gift, two things happen. The first is that you will always be persecuted. No matter where you go or what you do, it seems there's always someone who rises against you. And it's not because of what you do, but because of what you carry inside. Your light and energy awaken something in people that isn't always positive, and that can generate conflict. If you felt constantly surrounded by obstacles or people who don't understand you, it's because your gift is powerful, and not everyone knows how to handle it. God told me there is a specific person who needs to hear this message. Although this video may reach many people, it's for you, because what you're experiencing has a greater purpose than you imagine. The second thing that happens, because you have this gift, is that envy will always be present in your life. Envy can be a shadow that follows you, even if you change places or environments. You've tried to move, to start over, but someone always appears who looks at you with suspicion, and that has to do with what you carry inside. This envied gift is the light you emanate, which generates both admiration and fear in others. And it continues. I want you to write your name here and keep watching the video, because God is speaking directly to you. This message is for you, and what is about to come will change your life. At this moment, your life is entering a decisive stage, and the 3 surprises that will arrive in the coming days are no coincidence. They are the confirmation that God and the universe are listening to your prayers. The first sign you will receive, with the arrival of that person from the past, is not only about love, but also about your personal growth. It will be a reflection of all you are worth. Because even though you felt that your heart was hurt and your dreams were shattered, this new opportunity that appears is to remind you that you deserve the best. And if you decide not to accept it, it doesn't mean a loss, because it will serve as a trigger for your special person to wake up and realize what they are about to lose. That reaction, which will lead them to seek you out desperately, will be proof that your light and your value cannot be replaced. The second sign you will receive will be from the viper that watches you so closely and wants to see you fail. That person will expose themselves. The jealousy, envy, and rage they hold will not let them hide for much longer. A revelation will come to you in the form of a word, a dream, or an unexpected situation that will open your eyes forever. God will not allow you to remain surrounded by falsehood, nor for your heart to be hurt by someone who only acts from darkness. This person will be consumed by their own envy and will end up losing the little they have, while you will shine ever brighter. That sign will be clear. A message, an attitude, or even a mistake on their part will unmask them before you. The third and most powerful sign will be the financial blessing that will soon materialize. It's not just about money, but about stability, security, the answer to your struggles and sacrifices. It will be the fruit of your efforts and your faith. You have sown with your actions. You have given despite not receiving the same in return. And now the time comes. The harvest could be that project that finally comes together, that debt that gets paid, or that material dream that seemed so distant. The number 888 will be the key to remind you that abundance is already on its way, and that you should not doubt, because what God promises, He fulfills. And while all this is happening, don't forget something very important. There is someone who cries in silence for you. That person who failed you in the past now lives with the weight of guilt, remembering everything they lost. They cry when they see your photos because they know they let someone unique in their life get away. They cry because they feel they will never find someone like you again. They cry because they understand that you were a divine gift they didn't know how to value. And although they try to hide it, their heart betrays them. And deep down, they know they still love you. Destiny is moving the pieces for you to make a clear decision. Either let go of what hurt you and open your life to new opportunities, or give another chance to someone who is repentant and wants to return. The important thing here is that you don't make decisions from sadness, but from the strength that God has already given you. You are the one who holds the power in your hands. You are the one blessed with this gift and with these signs. So today, declare with strength, I accept my divine sign, I accept my blessing, and I accept my destiny. Because when you do, the universe begins to open paths and attract what you truly deserve. Trust, because these next few days will mark the beginning of something new and wonderful for you. This gift you have is not just a light that attracts envy or awakens intense emotions in others. It is also a protection and a warning that opens your eyes so you don't fall into traps or deceit. You've felt it before. That strange feeling in your heart, that premonition that tells you something isn't right, that someone isn't being entirely sincere with you. That is no coincidence. It is the voice of your gift speaking to you, guiding you, and showing you what others cannot see. Today, I want you to listen carefully because an important moment is approaching for you. There is a betrayal nearby. A person who smiles in front of you but is secretly speaking ill of you, planning things to harm you. They do it because they are jealous of your light, your progress, and the blessings that come into your life. This person believes they can deceive you forever, but what they don't know is that your gift will reveal the truth. Soon, you will see with your own eyes what is happening behind your back. The universe does not allow lies to last long, and what is now hidden in darkness will come to light. This betrayal may be related to someone close to your family, a supposed friend, or even someone who pretends to support you, but deep down, cannot stand your growth. The truth will come out in the most unexpected way. A conversation you overhear, a message not meant for you, or even a gesture that will completely unmask this person. Your gift will help you realize that you shouldn't trust everyone who approaches you with smiles or nice words. True loyalty is shown through actions, and very soon you will see that who seemed like your ally was never really one. But do not be afraid, because every betrayal becomes a blessing when the masks of those who do not deserve your trust are removed. God opens the door for sincere people, full of true love, to enter your life. To confirm this revelation, I want you to check something very simple. Look at the first letter of the 5th contact in your contact list. That initial is not there by chance. It is the confirmation of who is behind all this. They may deny it, they may try to justify themselves, but your heart will already know the truth, because your gift is never wrong. To seal this protection over you, write in the comments, I am protected by Saint Michael. That phrase is not just a declaration. It is a decree of power that activates spiritual defense over your life. Archangel Michael will cut off all negative energy, all lies, and all traps that have been placed in your path, and in their place, he will bring divine justice. Do not ignore this warning because it is the opportunity that God and the universe are giving you to open your eyes and move away from what is not good for you. This message came to you because you needed to hear it. Because heaven wants to protect you. Trust. Because soon you will discover what others were trying to hide. And when you do, your life will take a turn towards liberation and peace. There is no turning back. The gates of heaven are already open for you, and no envy or ill intention can stop what is coming your way. You have been through tough trials. You have endured criticism, betrayals, and attacks that often made you feel tired and weak. But today, the universe confirms that all of that will become your greatest strength. The reason your steps attract so much attention is that your light does not go unnoticed, and although they tried to darken it with deceit and energy work, they couldn't extinguish it. That light you carry inside is indestructible because it comes from God. And even if they want to block you, all they do is push you further toward your destiny. I want you to understand something very important. There are people who feel defeated just by seeing you smile because they know your joy means their plans have failed. This rage you feel around you comes from those who cannot stand your growth. One person in particular, someone you already suspect, has done everything possible to harm your path. speaking ill of you, inventing lies, sowing doubt in your circle, even resorting to dark things with the intention of making your projects collapse and your relationship grow cold. However, divine power is at work, and every attempt has turned into a boomerang that returns multiplied to the one who launched it. You've already noticed it, those strange attitudes, that excessive curiosity from people who want to know about your life, who meddle where they are not invited, who seem overly interested in what you do and who you talk to. They don't do it because they love you. They do it because they seek to control you, because they can't tolerate you being free and advancing on your own merits. They want to extinguish your connection with your angels, but they don't realize that connection is indestructible. Your faith is the shield that protects you, and your prayers are the key that opens closed paths. Your love, that person with whom you share a deep bond, is more connected to you than you imagine. There are forces that have tried to separate you because they know that together you form a powerful team, a blessed union that will bring abundance, family, and fulfilled dreams. The envy you awaken as a couple is great, but the protection you have is even greater. That call you're waiting for, that message you desire so much will arrive at the right moment, because destiny cannot be delayed by the envy of others. What you must be clear about is that what seemed like a curse is turning into a blessing. The attacks, instead of destroying you, have only strengthened you, and every tear you shed is transforming into joy. In the coming days, you will see clear signs, new opportunities opening up suddenly, a lighter atmosphere, a message that arrives at the exact moment, and a healing you will feel in both your body and your spirit. Evil has no power over you. Everything they tried to do to stop you now becomes fuel for your progress. Get ready, because what is coming is not suffering, but victory, harmony, and the confirmation that your light is greater than any darkness. Karma does not stop, and when it arrives, it has no mercy on those who acted from malice. That divine justice is already on its way. And although they have tried to hide what they were doing in the dark, now everything is coming to light. You, yourself, will witness how the evil they wished upon you is reversed upon them. Very soon news will reach your ears that will surprise you, because those people who tried to harm you so much are already paying the consequences of their actions. You have been fighting silent enemies, people who cannot stand your existence, who hate you simply because you shine, because you advance, and because you carry a light within you that they can never match. They sent you energies of envy, curses, and ill wishes, thinking they could break your spirit. But what they didn't know is that your faith, your angels, and the divine protection that walks with you are more powerful than any dark work. Within that group of people who have wanted to stop your destiny, there is one man in particular who carried the worst intention towards you. That man was not only unfaithful and cruel to you, but he also tried to destroy what you had built with so much effort. He wanted to take your home, your security, your stability. He even moved papers, sought to make evidence disappear, and tried to manipulate everything possible to keep what doesn't belong to him. He doesn't act alone. He has the support of his family, people who have raised falsehoods against you and have made your life a constant battle. But listen well, Anna. Even if they try, they will not succeed. The power of God is stronger than any human plan. Everything they attempted against you is already falling like a stone on their own heads. That family that united to see you defeated is watching their own lives fall apart little by little. And the most shocking thing is that the same man who wanted to take your house now faces serious problems with his health, money, and the law. His paths are closing because karma is billing him for every tear and every bit of suffering he caused you. Meanwhile, you are under celestial protection. Your angels are with you, watching every step, protecting what is yours, and ensuring that nothing and no one takes away what God has already given you. The monetary blessing coming for you is powerful, and they know it. That's why they want to prevent it. But they won't be able to, because what God has destined for you is not delayed or canceled by anyone's envy. Remember these words. What is yours is untouchable. even if they move papers, even if they pay for witchcraft, even if they try to manipulate with lies, they will not succeed. Divine justice is already sealed, and your enemies will be forced to recognize that your blessing is greater than their hate. Declare with force at this moment, "What God has for me, no one can take from me." Because that phrase is a decree of power, a seal of victory over your life. Very soon, you will see how those vipers fall one by one into their own venom, while you receive what has always belonged to you. The news that is coming is clear. The woman who cast witchcraft against you is not someone distant, but someone who carries your own blood or belongs to your political family. It is someone you know, whom you have welcomed into your home, and whom you never imagined capable of so much hatred. This woman is full of envy and resentment, and her obsession with you has led her to pay for black magic and witchcraft in order to weaken you, tire you, and make you lose your strength. Her gaze always follows you, spying on you and observing your steps with rage, because she cannot stand your advancement or your progress. She knows that your life is destined for prosperity and blessing, and that consumes her. She has tried to attack you through your health, wanting you to get sick, to lose your energy, and even to have an accident. Her dark plans do not stop there. She has also wanted to affect your children by sowing rebellion and conflict in them so that your heart fills with sadness and worry. She wants to see you dimmed. She wants to erase your smile, because she knows that your joy is a reflection of God's power in you. For a long time, this woman would enter your house and leave objects with diabolical and demonic charges. You felt that discomfort, those chills at night, that feeling that someone was watching you even when you were alone. It was not your imagination. It was the result of what she had placed in your space with the intention of blocking your paths and stopping your spiritual and economic growth. What this witch doesn't understand is that no spirit of darkness can stand against the light of God and your angels. Even though she tries to use entities like the Santa Muerte to close your paths, the divine force that protects you is much greater, and although she has sown rebellion in one of your children to weaken you, that same child will be protected by the power of God, and every attempt to manipulate their heart will fall to the ground. The reason this woman does all this is because she knows that a great blessing is about to enter your life. Your projects are flourishing, your economic stability is beginning to grow, and your spiritual light shines brighter than ever. That blessing coming for you is so great that she cannot bear to see it and seeks to stop it at all costs. But every evil she throws at you will be returned to her multiplied, because he who is with you is more powerful than any enemy. Today, I want you to declare with all your faith, "He who is for me is more powerful than he who is against me." This phrase is your shield, your sword, and your victory. By repeating it, divine protection over you and your family is activated. The plans of darkness are canceled, and the doors this woman tried to open against you are closed. Do not be afraid, because everything she planned is crumbling. And very soon you will witness how her own malice turns against her. What she wanted to destroy in you will be destroyed in her. What she wanted to take from you will be multiplied. What she tried to damage in your home will be loved and blessed. That man I'm talking about is not just anyone. He is someone you knew closely, someone you came to love and trust at some point in your life. But what he did to you shows you the darkness he carries in his heart. He was not only unfaithful and cruel, but also calculating, because behind every lie and every betrayal was a plan designed to take from you what you had built with so much sacrifice. His intention was never to help you. On the contrary, he always sought to take advantage of your kindness and your effort. That man tried to manipulate everything: papers, documents, people close to you, and even your own trust. His desire was to take your home, your stability, your security, and leave you with nothing, believing he could erase you from the map as if you were an obstacle. The worst part is that he did not act alone. Behind him is his family, a family that always looked at you with suspicion and never accepted your brilliance. They fueled his bad intentions, supported him in spreading falsehoods against you, in inventing stories to tarnish your name, and in making your life a constant battle. What they don't know is that this battle was not in vain. Every attack you received, every lie, every injustice became spiritual training for you. Everything they tried to use to destroy you, God transformed into the strength to lift you up. Although you cried, although you felt tired, although you thought all was lost, your faith remained firm, and that faith is now blossoming with more power than ever. The man who tried to ruin you is beginning to pay for his own actions. You may still see him walking with pride, but the truth is that his steps are no longer firm. His life is beginning to crumble with legal problems, debts he cannot pay, family relationships that are fracturing, and a health that he cannot maintain. And all this is a consequence of the evil he sowed against you. The universe does not forget, and karma does not forgive. Every action he launched against you is returning multiplied towards him. The family that supported him also faces their own ruin. People who united against you are now starting to have conflicts among themselves. Because when malice is the driving force, sooner or later, they destroy each other. Those who pointed at you, who accused you unjustly, who tried to tarnish your name, will now be unmasked. And the most shocking thing is that many who previously believed them will now begin to realize the truth, that you were always innocent, that your fight was clean, and that your heart always acted with righteousness. This man and his family wanted to block your destiny, but instead of stopping it, they accelerated it. By trying to take what was yours, they opened the door for God to return to you, multiplied what they were trying to steal. By wanting to leave you without a home, heaven is already preparing a better, bigger, more blessed place for you. By wanting to weaken you, they made you stronger, and by wanting to sink you, they lifted you even higher. Today I want you to declare with faith, "What belongs to me, no one can take from me. Because what God has sealed in your name, there is no man, no family, no witchcraft, no falsehood that can break it." Divine justice has already begun, and you will witness how this man and those who supported him will fall into their own trap. He who tried to destroy you, who rose up against you with all the malice in his heart, did not imagine that by doing so, he was digging his own spiritual and earthly grave. He thought you were weak. He thought you could be manipulated, that your silence was a sign of fear. But he never understood that your silence was your greatest strength, because you were waiting for God's timing, and that time has now arrived. Listen well. That man was not just cruel. He was calculating, cold, without compassion. He disguised himself as someone close, someone who loved you. But inside him there was always a hidden hatred, a resentment that consumed him every time he saw you shine. When he tried to take your house, when he wanted to destroy your papers and leave you on the street, he was actually fighting against the divine will. And no one who rises against God comes out victorious. The hardest part is that he didn't act alone. His family, those vipers disguised as close people, united with a single purpose: to see you destroyed. They spread falsehoods, invented stories. They wanted to tarnish your name in front of everyone, but the only thing they managed to do was reveal the venom they carried inside. They wanted to sink you. But they didn't know that every lie was another brick in the construction of your destiny, because while they were talking, God was working in your favor. That man, the same one who mocked your tears, who reveled in your suffering, now faces the consequences of his actions. He is surrounded by problems, and although he tries to pretend that everything is under control, the reality is that he sinks deeper every day. The money he thought would be eternal slips through his hands. The projects he had planned do not materialize, and his health begins to show signs that the body also pays for what the mind and heart have done in malice. The family that supported him is not far behind. Among them, quarrels and internal betrayals have already begun, because that's how darkness works. Whoever unites to destroy another ends up destroying themselves, and although they try to maintain a facade of unity, they will soon fall one by one, because karma does not forgive, and the universe returns what is sown. And you, although you were a victim of their attacks, are today a witness to your own victory. What seemed like the end was actually the beginning. They took your peace, but that taught you to be stronger. They tried to leave you with nothing, and God will multiply everything that is yours. Where they tried to sow pain, you now reap abundance. Where they tried to sow tears, you now reap smiles. There is something very important you must know. What they tried to steal from you, God will restore multiplied. That house they wanted to take from you will be yours. Or even better, you will receive a larger and more blessed place. The papers they wanted to make disappear will return to your hands, and new documents will be opened that you will sign with joy, because they will bear your name and will be protected by divine justice. But listen well. This restitution will not be silent. Your enemies will see with their own eyes how everything they tried to destroy flourishes before them. And the worst part for them will be that they won't be able to do anything to prevent it. They will see you smile. They will see you prosper. They will see you recover what they tried to take from you. And they will feel in their own flesh the helplessness of having lost against someone who never stopped trusting in God. That man in particular, the one who wanted to harm you so much, will suffer in the same way he made you suffer. Just as he tried to humiliate you, so he will be humiliated. Just as he tried to tear away what was yours, he will lose what he values most. Just as he sought to manipulate others against you, the same people will point their fingers at him. There is no escape when the divine judgment has already been decreed. And it will not only be a matter of material losses or family problems. His own heart will also be broken, because life will make him remember every one of his actions against you. He will dream of you. He will hear your name from the mouths of others, and every memory will be a condemnation. Guilt will pursue him. Shame will pursue him. The emptiness of knowing that he had someone true in his hands and destroyed them out of envy and malice will pursue him. Now, the most powerful thing of all is that while they are sinking, you will experience a complete transformation. It will not only be material or economic restitution, it will also be a healing in your heart, in your spirit, and in your family. That peace they took from you so much will return multiplied. That joy you thought you would never have again will return to your life like a river that cannot be stopped. The universe, the angels, and the hand of God are moving so that everything you once lost returns to you in the form of blessings. And it will not be in secret. It will be visible, so that those who doubted you, those who judged you without reason, will have to accept that you were always the chosen one, the protected one, the one who would never walk alone. Today I want you to declare in your heart, everything that was taken from me, God returns to me multiplied. No one takes from me what belongs to me. That phrase is not just a decree. It is the seal that activates restitution in your life. Why? Get ready, because the pain will turn into a celebration. What seemed like an end will be a new beginning. And when that justice arrives, when you see your enemies fallen and your blessings multiplied, you will understand that everything you lived through had a purpose, to show you that you are stronger than any betrayal, and that your destiny is much greater than they ever imagined. Your special person is currently experiencing an internal storm that does not allow them to be at peace. In their heart, there is a deep feeling of regret, pain, and emptiness for everything that happened with you. They don't know how to approach you. They can't find the right words or the way to ask for forgiveness. But their mind and soul do not stop revolving around you. They think of you in silence, remember you at the most unexpected moments, and feel that nothing and no one can fill the space you left in their life. He or she has tried to move on, but the only thing they find is frustration, loneliness, and a feeling of defeat. They feel like a loser, someone who made bad decisions and is now paying the price for their mistakes. Many times they blame themselves, but deep down, they also feel that you blame them. However, the truth is that the breakup was not just a consequence of what you did or didn't do. There was a dark hand that intervened here, a third person who got in the middle with bad intentions, with envy, and with sorcery in order to destroy what you had. That third person is the true culprit for the pain you have both felt. It is someone who cannot stand to see your brilliance, your divine light, and your capacity to love. They envy you deeply because they know that you are someone different, someone special, someone with a great destiny. That person cannot tolerate seeing you happy, neither by their side nor by anyone else's. And that is why they have done the impossible to separate you from your special person. This third person comes from the past. It could be someone linked to your history or that of your special person, someone who was left with resentment, with desires for revenge, and who now pays to have work done behind your backs. That is the reason why your special person, although deep down they love you and want to be with you, acts against their will. Their cold attitudes, their harsh words, their distance are not natural. They are the result of dark energies that manipulate them, that wrap them in a cloud of confusion, and that make them behave in ways that even they do not understand. Your special person is trapped in a kind of spiritual prison. You see them as absent. You feel them as distant. but inside their heart, the love for you remains intact. In fact, the more they try to forget you, the stronger that bond becomes. The connection you have is not common. It is a divine bond that transcends the material. That is why, even though the shadows try to separate you, the light always finds a way to unite you again. At this moment, as you read this message, your special person is meditating, remembering the good times, reflecting on how everything fell apart so quickly. Yeah,